I got to go with Jeremy Stevens. That's my boy over there in San Diego, man. So I think he's going to knock Choi out. That guy just comes forward reckless, and Jeremy's too powerful for him.
You know, I've been a very big Jeremy Stevens fan, man. I think he's going to go out there and just put on a really good performance. The guy doesn't get tired. So I think he's going to go out there and grind him out.
I have to go with Jeremy Stevens. I mean, this guy brings it every single time, and he's a veteran of the sport. I mean, I feel like it's his time to make a run toward that title.
That's a fun fight, honestly, and that's a hard one to pick because Jeremy came off his last fight against Melendez, and he actually looked really good. And Doo Ho Choi came off his last fight, but he hasn't fought in a while. Again, and his last fight was against Cub. And I thought he had his moments. He looked good. It was a little bit of it was an awesome fight, don't get me wrong, but it was a little bit wild. Like, they were just throwing haymakers, and I think Stevens has that power that if you try to fight him like that he can catch you. But Doo Ho Choi has that power too, so that is a really hard fight to pick. I'm gonna pick Stevens. I don't know how. I'm gonna say TKO, but because it's a 5-round fight now, not a 3-round fight. But that's a tough fight, man. If Choi wins up, it won't surprise me at all.
That's a great fight. I've always been a huge Jeremy Stevens fan, and watching his last fight with Gilbert Melendez, he looked like a completely different fighter with those low kicks, and just he's an animal. And then the Korean Superboy, right? He's a beast in himself. But I think Jeremy Stevens is gonna be a little bit too much for him.
Oh man, that Doo Ho Choi's got a laser right hand, bro. I like that kid. But Stevens is as tough as they come. Doo Ho Choi, he's there to be hit, and he eats some shots, and that's, you just can't give Jeremy Stevens that fight. You know, if you fight him smart, if you stay on the outside and you pick him apart, that's the way to victory. And Doo Ho Choi just does not have that in him. So I'm gonna just pick Jeremy Stevens, man. He just swings too hard, he just hits too hard, and he just brings it.
I'll take Stevens just because I think Doo Ho Choi took way too much damage in the last few fights, and Stevens is just a veteran, so I'll probably take him. Even though he's getting a little on the older side, I'm still gonna take him.
Doo Ho Choi, man, what a tough son of a man. They're both. I'd like to go with Stevens in the earlier rounds and Choi in the later rounds. I think that guy he's just nonstop, and can go those rounds. So that I don't want to say specific like he's gonna win or he's gonna lose, because you never know, and there's so much detail that goes into it. But I think that he can win in the earlier rounds and Choi can win in the later rounds.